Olivia Nuzzi alleges RFK Jr. wanted her to have his baby, exposing insatiable appetites. The upcoming memoir, American Canto, by acclaimed political journalist Olivia Nuzzi, has ignited a fresh firestorm in Washington with detailed and explosive claims about her secret, tumultuous relationship with political figure Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The key revelations, including an alleged desire by Kennedy for Nuzzi to bear his child, paint a portrait of a volatile, intense, and ethically compromising entanglement that ultimately cost Nuzzi her career at New York Magazine and her engagement. The core and most shocking claim, a desire for offspring. The most consequential claim, detailed in early excerpts of American Canto, set for release in December 2025, is that RFK Jr. allegedly told Nuzzi he wanted her to have his baby. A leap beyond infidelity, this revelation elevates the relationship far past a simple, undisclosed digital affair or professional indiscretion. It suggests a profound and life-altering dimension of desire and commitment allegedly expressed by Kennedy, who was, and remains, married to actress Cheryl Hines. Controlling language. Prior reports, including court filings from Nuzzi's former fiancé, Ryan Lizza, had already hinted at this, alleging Nuzzi had told him Kennedy wanted to control, possess, and impregnate her. The memoir is Nuzzi's first direct source confirmation of the impregnate claim. Emotional promises. The memoir reportedly confirms that Kennedy and Nuzzi exchanged "I love yous," with Kennedy saying it first, and that he promised to take a bullet for her, illustrating the fever pitch of their emotional connection. The nature of the relationship. Insatiable appetites. Nuzzi reportedly uses stark, poetic language to describe the dynamic, including the headline-making phrase "insatiable appetites." The emotional draw. Nuzzi writes that she was deeply drawn to Kennedy, despite the ethical complications, citing his insatiable appetites and his particular complications and particular darkness. She reportedly describes loving his striking blue eyes and his capacity for deep emotion, such as being moved to tears by something as trivial as a rose. A digital affair. The relationship, which began after Nuzzi wrote a profile on Kennedy's presidential campaign in late 2023, was characterized by Nuzzi herself as emotional and digital in nature, and she has consistently maintained that it was never physical. The intimacy was reportedly confined to text messages, phone calls, and other digital exchanges. Other personal details. Nuzzi's memoir also reportedly contains other highly personal details about Kennedy, including claims that he uses psychedelic drugs. The professional and personal fallout. The scandal broke in September 2024, causing a ripple effect that reshaped the lives of all parties involved. Journalistic breach. New York Magazine placed Nuzzi on leave after she acknowledged the personal relationship with a former reporting subject relevant to the 2024 campaign, a clear violation of journalistic disclosure and conflict of interest standards. She later mutually parted ways with the publication. The campaign context. The relationship occurred while Kennedy was actively running for president, a campaign that ultimately ended with him suspending his candidacy and endorsing Donald Trump. Kennedy's camp initially attempted to downplay the severity of the relationship, with a spokesperson claiming he only met Olivia Nuzzi once for an interview that produced a hit piece, a narrative Nuzzi's memoir now directly challenges. Broken engagement. The news led to the end of Nuzzi's engagement to fellow journalist Ryan Lizza, who later revealed in court filings that Nuzzi had confided the explosive details about Kennedy's desire to impregnate her. Cheryl Hines's side. It was a lot. Kennedy's wife, actress Cheryl Hines, has also spoken out about the scandal in her own memoir, Unscripted, released shortly before Nuzzi's book. Emotional toll. Hines admitted that the initial reports of her husband's alleged involvement with Nuzzi were upsetting and overwhelming. She was traveling in Europe when the news broke and initially felt a wave of indifference due to the constant barrage of negative political press surrounding her husband. Repairing the marriage. Hines recounts that upon returning, she and Kennedy locked ourselves in our room and laid it all on the table 4 days to drill down on the truth, not waiting until they were home from the airport before starting the emotional conversation. She describes the process as having tightened our ties that bind, though she avoids revealing the specific details of what was discussed and what Kennedy admitted to or denied regarding the digital affair. Addressing Nuzzi when asked directly about Nuzzi and her forthcoming memoir, Hines has publicly stated, "I don't know this person. Don't know their intentions," and suggested that Nuzzi was trying to Monetize herself over Bobby, describing the whole situation as more chaos and more rumors. Nuzzi's American Canto is positioned not merely as a tell-all, but as a searing reflection on the modern political media landscape, with the RFK Jr. controversy serving as the emotional and professional crucible that defined her recent career.